I'm Jenna, and I started my career pretty much in operations for the government. I started in project manager electronic warfare, supporting different product divisions that were building different technologies to be used as like preventative, like combat type of technologies. I really like the government. I really love the people I worked with, but ultimately I wanted something at a faster pace. And that's kind of how when I left to do the private sector tech and joined video ad tech. And from video ad tech, I moved into the content side, which is where I am now. I started in marketing when I was in the private tech sector, and now I've moved over to the product side. So I started as a operations manager of electronic warfare, supporting different teams, making sure everybody had what they needed in order to be successful. That was like my first peek into the product world, seeing how things were built, seeing how leaders ran their team. Ultimately, that was kind of a slower pace working for the government. And I kind of wanted to mix up my career and see what other skill sets I could learn. When I went to the private sector, I started working in marketing, actually. I was still working with development teams and I was working with product teams, but I was mostly working on the communication side of things. And then I started working for a video ad tech company called Yashi. I was the head of marketing there. And a year to the day that I took over marketing, we actually got acquired for $33 million in cash. So that was like my first successful acquisition as part of a winning team. And from there, I kind of looked around to see what other options there were. I took a job in the city working for Equinix, where I was in charge of field marketing, supporting sales teams and engineering teams. And then ultimately, I'm now at Vidya, where I started as the head of marketing, built the marketing team from the ground up, and kind of got that to a place where we were happy with it. I wanted to expand its reach into different kind of marketing verticals, whereas I had been working more with the development team and working on the product and more corporate communication. So that's when I shifted from the head of marketing to the head of product. And I now work alongside the two co-founders, the CEO, who kind of is the visionary of the entire company, and then our VP of engineering, who obviously is our expert developer and runs all of the engineering teams. And I'm kind of matrix between them. And together we drive, what the future of the product looks like.